I'm gonna upload a video to YouTube on my thoughts, my initial thoughts on the patch before playing any matches on it. Because this is a pretty big one. This is a pretty big one. This is gonna change the game a lot. Bullet, shred, blanket, nerf. Fire rate, blanket, nerfed. Resilience, items, buffed. Plus others. I think like individual heroes that had insane time to kill, like Viscous and Warden and whoever else, are probably nerfed as well. So the takeaway is that TTK is increased big time, which is what we've been asking for. Woohoo! Tank lock, yeah, it might be tank lock. I think people still die fast, but this is a pretty big deal. Okay, debuff remover. This was the most excited I was when I was reading the patch notes last night. They finally decoupled status resist from removing debuffs from a self-purge. I thought this was extremely problematic for the game to be able to get debuff resist and a self-purge in a single item. So they decoupled this. Debuff remover is now called Dispel Magic. It no longer builds from debuff reducer. It is just a 3200 gold item that doesn't grant debuff resist anymore. It grants spirit resilience, spirit resist, and I mean, does this thing just suck? It doesn't give HP or move speed anymore? Bebop. So there, you see the trend in this patch. Everything's getting slight tunings, and all of these things are going to combine, and the time to kill is going to be much higher now. Reverb lifesteal buffed, Bebop insane self-healing, all the fire rate's nerfed, all the shred is nerfed, all the resilience items are buffed. They're just slightly tuning all the lifesteal, buffing it, they're slightly tuning all the damage and nerfing it, so all this time to kill is way up. Way up. Bullet damage per boon from 0.5 to 0.36. This is a really big deal. 0.36 over 0.5. They nerfed his bullet growth scaling by 28%. That's gonna change his like max level gun DPS by a lot. Where is he at? He had 132 DPS at max boons, and now he's gonna have like 100 or something. And anyone who's hanging around my stream enough before, you multiply this value by like 12 or something when you have all the standard gun damage items like glass cannon, lucky shot, and vamp burst. This base DPS number gets multiplied by like 12. So when you lose 20, you're really losing like 200. So I'd say this is like the major statement right here. Bullet shred is nerfed, fire rate is nerfed, resilience items are buffed. In general, most like lifesteal on individual heroes get more lifesteal. Not everyone just has like debuff remover anymore. So individual item fire rate nerfs. Swift Striker used to give 20%, now it's at 18%, so 2% off there. Another item everyone was buying was Kinetic Dash. So instead of 30% fire rate, it's 25% fire rate now. That's a big deal. That's the biggest nerf for fire rate items so far. 5% off, and the bonus ammo doesn't scale with like Titanic Mag max ammo items anymore. It's just gonna give you 6 no matter what. You can't increase it to like 12 or something. This is a nerf to like Calico type heroes. Another commonly bought fire rate item was Vamp Burst. Used to give 40%, now it only gives 34, 6% off. That's a pretty big deal. Rear Transniller gives as much base bullet lifesteal, and it gives 5% less fire rate at the same time. What are other commonly bought fire rate items? They took 5% off Blood Tribute. They took only 3% off the active of Burst Fire, and it still gives 10. So I think Burst Fire is still extremely good. What are the other fire rate items people were buying? Glass Cannon gives 1% less per stack. And it gives less max health. Ricochet, 2% less. I find it funny that Shadow Weave gets 3% less and literally no one ever bought the item ever. That makes me think they like blanket nerfed fire rate in the code somehow. They're like, if between these ranges, -3. If between these ranges, -1, -2. Like, Pastor gives fire rate? It did. It gave a small amount. I can't remember how much it gave. 7, 8? It only gives 5 now. Backstabber built into Shadow Weave. Yeah, I think that'd be fine. They should do that. But Giga Thanos fire rate item right here. This still is the Giga Thanos fire rate item. It used to be 12% fire rate per stack. So it used to give you 72. Now it gives you 66 at max. That's just a lot. 66% fire rate is a lot. Considering the fact it used to be 10% fire rate. So this is still like a buff from before. So yeah, I think Spellslinger still just solves your fire rate instantly with one item. Yep. Oh, how much does Quicksilver? Quicksilver still gives 10%! They didn't nerf it at all. Merkmag? Merkmag no longer gives 25, it gives 22. -3 there. Greenut wants to play? Okay, let's do it. IV2 give less fire rate. Ooh, that's a good question. I feel like they only nerfed... Oh, you know what? Yes, probably, because... Wait, this is a massive buff for 7, right? All the fire rates being nerfed? Burst Fire Hero that never bought fire rate. Yeah. McGinnis Spectre fire rate used to give 35%, now it only gives 30. So that -5% fire rate on McGinnis heal. Wow. I don't remember how much the baseline was. I feel like it was 10%. The Spirit Scaling's not touched, but the tier 1 upgrade used to be 10% extra. Now it's only 8% extra. So they nerfed the tier 1 up. So yeah, they nerfed all abilities that gave fire hit as well.